with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Red Raiders ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Missouri's offense to go on the attack first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. We got a duel in this game of two of the better tight ends in the country.
And Reese, the fun thing about this tight end matchup, man, they've been here. They've been there, done that. Like, these guys have experience. They're seniors. They're so elite. They're looking for that next level, and they're going to go to the NFL. But we got the treat, man, to watch this duel, to see maybe who the best tight end, Jesse.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing Simmons. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
On the run, fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
To throw, it's Francis. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to Hardy. Going the other way, and he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Missouri! What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the quick grab. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season.
Got a little grass. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Francis. That's caught, it's Simmons.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes.
Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Sticky. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Great place to start for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Eakin. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense set for a first down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't shown great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a third and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have fourth down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn with the run game.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's in! Touchdown, Red Raiders! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, give to Hardy. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On target. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. So first down here as they go back to work. Pulls and fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. A lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running inside. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Here's a give to Hardy. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The run inside. It's sticky. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Francis. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Simmons. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Looking deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll try the counter. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're ready. It's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's got plenty for the 1st down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Simmons. Just keeps moving. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hudson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
To the air, it's Francis. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds the tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback extends the play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quickly to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Running inside, it's Hardy. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 5 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Ole Miss with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Memorial Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Lee. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Texas Tech's head coach Schulte coming out of the locker room. He has really talked to his team at the half about how they are executing with this noise. On the road, trying to separate themselves and stay alive in college football playoff contention. They've got to be better at the line of scrimmage. He said our guys have to lock in, look each other in the eye, and make sure everyone understands their job here to start the third.
Okay, Holly. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Carter. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is.
Makes the grab in their space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The run inside. It's Dickey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. There he goes down the right side. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non...
There he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Pulls and fired complete. Across the 35. racing to the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That one will give them the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Simmons. Pressure coming. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Send the tight end in motion. Simmons. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Some misdirection with the counter. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Looking left. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And we've got a deadlock here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Francis. Gets rid of it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. He's going to get loose. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Ready to fire from the pistol. Simmons on the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Hardy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the tight end. He wants to change this route. The give to Hardy. There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense
makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes with the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find... Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. In the red area, it's Roberts. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons flips it out in the flat. That was a huge 3rd down stop, but now the field goal can make it a 2-possession game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Francis. Right down the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On the move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Snags it, and there's running room. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Running inside. It's Dickey. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And that one's way too far for everybody. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass. It's Francis. He caught it. And he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. As if it wasn't tough enough, now the delay of game penalty makes it 3rd and longer.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Hunt is on its way. And the ball comes to rest right there. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Pocket breaking down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to
A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. Two teams ranked in the top 6, ready to square off here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Canes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw it, Stockton. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside. It's Frazier. Shakes off the defender. And to use that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Dogs are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And the linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Handoff for Frazier. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot in the opening drive of the game. They get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line, and on 2nd down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a huge loss. Now setting up 3rd and long, and that's a play the defense just had to have.
Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had a chance to be good.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Lofton. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Turning it on! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That was a big 1st down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a 1st down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big 1st down for this offense.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. See if they go back to the air after that short gain on 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Again, it's Brown. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Throwing, Mensah. He's got him. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's a gift to Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is in the air. And they'll just down it right there.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every quarter. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks? Really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that ball.
Caught, and he's got room. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If you are a fan of old school running the rock, then you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders. They're looking over to the sideline, looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running game.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Mensah, under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Finally, somebody's able to get on the board. This game was sending offensive football back to the 1930s. Great job of executing. I know this is a defensive stalemate. I don't know how many points we're going to see in the second half. Guys, that touchdown, that might be all they need based on what we've seen here in the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off play action on first down. Still looking on the move. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Kick is in the air. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
So now it's second and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Trying to set up the screen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, Mensah. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Snagged out of the air. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Here's Mensah to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. And they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Flips it out to the back. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the tight end. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Georgia going up tempo.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Mensah. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up in this third down play. They'll run it from the gun. Finding some room. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Here's Darian Menson to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards.
Miami, 21, Georgia, 7.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Eagle!
Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drills him with the stiff arm. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Stockton. The throw. He's got it. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. they absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Using his feet. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep, it was.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Right on the money. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Fletcher. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Caves! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Georgia, 14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody.
Catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's got his man across the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll run with Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to get it in. And they're in for a touchdown late in this game. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Miami 35, Georgia 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer.
14.